Kolomna is one of the oldest Russian cities, located just 100 kilometers from Moscow, which I talked about in my previous video. But in this video, I'd like to focus on the Orthodox churches in the city. The bell tower of the Church of John the Evangelist on the Square of Two Revolutions stands 67 meters tall with 5 stairs. Built in the 19th century, it is now open for tourists. Each tier features observation decks, and visitors even have the opportunity to ring the bells. The church was closed in 1929 by Soviet authorities, resulting in the loss of its icons. It was repurposed as a food store and later a college. Religious services only resumed in 1997 after a 70 years hiatus. However, the bells were not returned to the bell tower until 2004. Restoration work continues to this day, but despite ongoing work, the church remains active in the community. It runs a parochial school, a soup kitchen for the less fortunate, and provides support for people in a difficult situation. The top tier serves as a vantage point, offering stunning views of the city and excellent photo opportunities. Now we are moving to another fascinating Orthodox site, the Church of the Ascension of the Lord. I've collected some old photos to show what the property looked like at the end of the Soviet era. This church was built in the 18th century by the renowned Russian architect Matvey Kazakov. Like many others, this church was closed by the communist authorities in 1929, and its head priest, Father Alexander Mirolyubov, was arrested and executed. The building was repurposed as a storage facility, and it's remained that way until 1995, when it was finally returned to the Orthodox Church. By then, the church was in a dire state. As you can see, an enormous restoration effort was undertaken, and today we can once again admire the grandeur and splendor of this beautiful temple. The Church of St. Nicholas on Posad in Kolomna is a unique monument of architecture and spiritual culture. Built in the early 18th century, it stands out for its distinctive style. Ornate kokoshniks, decorative tiles, and intricate carvings create an one-of-a-kind appearance. Today it has been fully renovated and handed over to the Old Believers branch of the Russian Orthodox Church. Unfortunately, only members of the Old Believers community are allowed inside. And I would like to talk about another restored church in this video. We are now in the ground on the Schurovo Trinity Church complex. In front of the church there is a fountain and a monument dedicated to the patron saints of family happiness, love and fidelity. This is how the church looked before its restoration in 1991. During the era of religion persecution, the church was devastated and its priest was sent to prison. The church building was first turned into a club and later used as a bakery. In 1991, the church was returned to the faithful and its restoration began. However, the interior painting was only completed in 2021. Modern technologies were used in the process. For example, a computer model was first created to map out the textures. Additionally, modern silicate paints were used for the murals, ensuring their durability. The work was fully completed only in 2022. Another interesting fact from the history of this church is worth mentioning. The stone church was built in 1907 in the site of a wooden church founded by local entrepreneurs. The renowned Moscow architect Maxim Heppener was invited to design the church. While preparing the project, the architect drew inspiration from the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, and the church was designed in the shape of a cross. This is why this church stands out so distinctly from other churches in the city. In recent years, new buildings have been constructed around the church to support its ever-expanding social programs. For example, the church now runs a Sunday school, a children's shelter, and is involved in several other socially significant projects, such as supporting people with disabilities. A bakery and a greenhouse have also been opened on the territory. To wrap up in this video, we've explored some of Kolomna's beautiful Orthodox churches, their condition at the beginning of the 21st century, and the incredible restoration work that has brought them back to life. These churches are not just architectural gems, but also a testament to the city's rich history and cultural heritage. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about Russia's historic treasures.